All right, so Team United call. Callie B, the lean, mean mommy machine. And today we are going to open up the floor right out of the gate with questions. And hopefully we'll get to one thing that I want to talk about. But I want to know what you guys got in your mind right now. So Diana, go for it, chick.
My questions are about Sean T Week on how we're going to be doing that group, because I have people that want to join. I just don't know what day to officially start them on, like the 30 days, if I should start them doing some Sean T workouts and then starting on the 12th, do that 7 days. And then, I mean, is it finishing out with more of his stuff, or is it just 7 days?
Okay, so I got this bright idea from Raina. I wish she was on. I don't know what she's doing. Chris is home, so they can't say they're making a baby because they already got one cooking. Anyways, okay, so June 9th, I don't know if you've caught the 3-day refresh that's going to be starting June 9th prior to June 12th. So there's been like an extension to Sean Week. He's added on 3 more days, and he's encouraging people to do a 3-day refresh. And then on that Monday, the 12th, then they will kick into the 7 days of working out. Now, as far as the whole 30-day concept, you're going to have a whole separate group. So you're going to be running like 2 groups. So you're going to have your basic standard challenge group that you'll run by yourself. And then we're going to have the test group for Sean Week that we're all going to run together.
Okay.
With that being said, I don't want us to feel bogged down. So altogether, there's 5 of us. So I'm feeling like we can all delegate duty. And then, like, I have Hootsuite. I'll set stuff up in my scheduler if need be. We can have, like, a morning person checking in from this time to this time, an afternoon person, an afternoon to evening person. Okay? If you guys want me to be the morning person because I get up at the crack of dawn, that's fine. For you night birds, please jump on board the night train. Okay? So that's how it's going to be ran. So when you talk to people about it, you want to let them know, number one, they have options. They don't have to get the 3-day refresh. But if they truly, truly want to experience the whole Sean Week in its entirety, then do it. And for those of you that haven't done the 3-day refresh, this is prime real estate for you guys to be actually doing it with your clients. Okay? You can, in my YouTube video, I have that one that I loaded, I think it was 2014, but I lost like 8 pounds. Great visual results. You can always send them that video and just say, hey, this is my coach. She's done this more than 3 times, and it's a great reset, and it sets you up to kick butt in your workouts. It's hard to work out.
That's on YouTube?
Yeah. My YouTube channel.
Okay.
So, I can put that in the group if you want. 3-day refresh. I'm like writing backwards. Okay. So we still advertise for all access. I still want you guys inviting to that. And when people are interested in a challenge pack, then be like, so would you rather spend $160 on just one workout and get 30 days free up until June 1st? Because come June 1st, Beachbody On Demand, the free access is going to change to 14 days versus 30. So after June 1st, people buy challenge packs, there is no more 30 days free. It goes to 14 days free because that is their way of making sure that nobody gets the short end of the stick, especially with Sean Week, okay? Because either way, people could still, if they sign up for their challenge pack, it's going to be a tough one. Let's see, I need a calendar. Because we're starting, the next group is starting next week. And that is the 29th, Memorial Day. That's prep week. So you still have 4 days within your prep week to make sure that people are squared away and ordered. Now, the question that has came to my mind is, well, what if I have a 21-day fixed challenger who wants to jump in the Sean week, that's on you. You're going to have to feel it out. If they are already an athletic person and they feel like they can handle it, then go for it. And let them reassure them that you're going to be there to catch them when they fall, because that is hard. Like when I do 3-day refresh, I don't work out. You're cut down to 900 calories. You don't want to be hungry. Okay? So that's kind of, you got to kind of feel out your person on that. And then I guess that's all. So are there any other questions?
I do.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so now I'm doing P90X3 with Tony Horton, and that's 3 months. And you know me, I like to stick straight to the program and follow it all the way through. So then if I do the Sean week, how is that going to be like bonkers for me?
For 7 days.
And then, okay, so when we do this test group, we're not going to do the 7 days with them and then move them into his 30-day, because he did say that he's coming out with a 30-day.
Right, but we don't know when. He has not released a date for that.
Oh, so it's not right after the 7
As far as I know, that's not the way I understood it. They've never been one to open, like the whole shift shop. When did they say that's coming out? Like July 12th or something?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me. Like them dropping stuff on the 1st for the middle of the month, like to start a challenge group in July doesn't make sense. So what they're doing is they're giving you half the month to build for August, to help moms start off the new school year strong. And you are going to get no's and no's and no's, because your first excuse you're going to get from people is, well, the kids are going back to school. Things are going to be so stressful and hectic. I just had this conversation the other day about applying the same kind of discipline that you do to your work, whether you're a stay-at-home mom that goes to school. If you can apply that same kind of discipline to your health and fitness, it all goes together. It all merges together. So I have a feeling Shift Shop is coming out in July, which means the group is going to start probably in August. And they're going to have one more. If I remember right, the Masters Hammer and Chisel, I think when it came out, it was November. They released it in October, but the group started in November. So I have a feeling that Sean's is going to be like the fall release.
Oh, okay.
That's my best educated guess. I could be totally wrong. I think the 7 days is a promo, is to show people like, hey, Sean's still here. Yeah, he's gotten a little gray, got a little older, but he's still got it. You know what I mean?
Don't see
I wish you guys were at Summit last year, because he came out and spoke, and I've never connected to Sean T the way I connected with him on that stage. Like, I sat there and bawled. I was like, wow, like, he really is human. You know what I mean? Like, it was just stupid. But after that, I look at Sean T in a whole different way now. So he's not this just little 6'8", more like 8-pack, rocker, dancing around, backup hip hop dancer. He's been through some things. So he's pretty awesome. So yeah. So for you and myself and anybody else who is sticking to their program, as we should, you're just gonna, those 7 days, you're just gonna have to dig deep and put your blinders on and hang tight, and that is just gonna make you better in the long run. I do recommend when you do the 3-day refresh with your challengers, with your clients, that you do it full out. You take those 3 days, let it go, and just trust the process. Really, truly experience it. You know what I mean?
I'm taking you with me to the door. It just, the doorbell rang.
Oh, she's like, somebody might be at the door bad. Here, wait a minute. That's so funny.
Sorry, I'm on the
Callie.
Yeah. Hold on. You froze.
Test group, does that mean that they're like wanting to see the results of this 7 days from all the people who are doing the challenge, like a challenge group with the 7 days?
They're wanting people's opinions. In all honesty, opinions and results are what matter.
Okay.
So they're wanting to make sure that, number one, enough people are still attracted, you know, to Shaun T. They still they're attracted to his fitness. They want to make sure. I mean, and if you look at Beachbody On Demand and you look at how the trainers are placed on there, you can kind of see who's the top dogs, you know?
Right.
And then they're going to want opinions. I honestly would really appreciate it if somebody in the group would take it upon themselves to create a woo-foo document. I have tried a million times and I cannot figure that system out. And I know it's easy as pie, but for some reason I'm making it really hard. And I would like to create, and it's woo-foo like WUFOO. But I would like somebody to create a document into where we can create a questionnaire. Like, what did you think about this program? Or have you ever done a Shaun T program before until this time, kind of thing? You know, that's going to help us really support and funnel our clients in the correct direction. So, and then results. They're going to see, and that's another thing about the 3-day refresh. That's another way to serve them, is to make sure that they know about it, because that's truly how they're going to get their best results. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Food is going to be an issue on those 7 days, because for those of you that have done Insanity, you eat like crazy. And unless you stay on point of your nutrition and you eat more dense food, like rich food, not crappy food, because it's so easy to eat crappy food, you're not going to get the results. You're just going to constantly be hungry and you won't see any changes. And I know this because I've done Insanity twice. The first time, I had no lid onto what I was eating because I was constantly hungry. So I didn't drop 1 pound the entire time. And I felt beaten. Okay, because one, I was doing all the moves wrong. The second time I did it, I really, really, truly dialed into my nutrition and saw better results. Now, was it like, trying to think, like Stephanie, like cut naturally, I just work out to eat fitness? No, it wasn't like that for me. But I did get stronger cardiovascular wise. I did fit into my clothes better. My body fat percentage dropped. So yeah, Insanity's a tough workout. I don't know if you guys have ever done Asylum, but Asylum is no freaking joke.
No.
That's the one workout that's like the Grudge. It's crazy. But something about having Shaun T right there, and after that, seeing him at Summit, I'm like, okay. Totally flipped the script on how I feel about him.
Are we going to run that on the 7 days on Facebook or through the app?
Let's run it on Facebook.
Okay.
Let's do it on Facebook so there's no, like, it's just easier. It just takes a little bit more stress out. And that way we can go live in the group. I really, really want to make this important. And if you guys want, like I said, I can take the morning check-ins. I can even do form checks to make sure you guys have an Insanity instructor. We're going to have an Insanity instructor in this group. People are going to like that. That's another thing to let them know. Like, hey, my upline coach teaches this class. You know, this is why you want to get in on it. Because that's where people fail with Insanity at home, or a lot of his workouts. They say their knees hurt, their hips hurt, their feet hurt. It's because they're landing too heavy. Their knees are going over their toes. Their hips hurt. It's because they're jolting down, things like that. Diana and Georgia, Tiffany, you guys have all been in my class. I always talk about quiet feet, knees do not go over toes, stuff like that. So, all right, any other questions?
So with the Shaun T, do they have to purchase a challenge pack? Like, is it a challenge pack for that week?
No, it's all access.
Okay, so they have the all access then.
So they can sign up and they get the free days, but why stop there?
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't even mention that. You want the best of the best for your clients. And right now, and I don't know when this is ending, but the all access pass is still the same price as the challenge pack. And, you know, let them know, be like, so if you get the all access pass, you are going to get the brand new Shaun T workout when it comes out. Bam. You're going to get 7 days. You're going to get a taste of it. And then when it gets released, guess what's going to be loaded into your Beachbody On Demand? The whole workout. And you don't have to pay for it again. And you're going to have access to it for 12 months. Now, this is my duet.
Oh, I was just going to say, I broke it down for people and I said, you could only pay 27 cents a day for a year. I mean, that's it. 27 cents a day for a year to have all access. And if you get the Shakeology, that's only $2 a day for 30 days. So, I mean, that is crazy deal right there.
Yeah, that's a huge deal. And you should probably make a post like that and put it in the group so we can all share that, because that's valuable information.
Yeah, if you break it down, it's only 27 cents a day. Who doesn't have 27 cents a day for their health?
Well, and it's like Netflix. It's what it is.
Yeah. It's cheaper than Netflix. I made a post about that. It's cheaper than Netflix.
It is. It really is. So, and it's just not that. I mean, I am in love with Fixate. I make sure that I sit down at least an hour one time through the week and go to Fixate and see what new recipes are popping out. I don't know if you guys got the email from the Beachbody blog, but there is a new energy cookie dough bite recipe, and it's literally vanilla Shakeology, George's like, yeah, sliced almonds, chocolate chips, almond butter, and honey. I can't wait to make that with my kids.
Me too.
That's going to be so fun. There's no oven. There's no chance of them getting burnt.
Nope.
Like, have at it, you know. I already got DJ. He said he'd help me make them. So I'm hoping to get those out this weekend. So that's another thing that we really need to, at this point on, you guys need to be burying your head in your Beachbody On Demand, looking around every nook and cranny, because on the 5th, that Monday, that's when we're going to start our prep week into Sean week. And so we have that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm writing this down. Saturday, Sunday. So that's 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. So on that, is that right? Why am I think I'm off a day. Hold on. Let me look at my calendar. Okay. 9, 10, 11. Okay. So the 5th we would start. So the 4th would be our introductions into the group. The 5th we would start our prep week. I think this is valuable that each of us do videos daily, kind of like we've done in the past, Georgia, when you did your first group. Remember how you made videos? I remember that. And we add value as far as what you're going to get out of Beachbody On Demand. Each day we hit on a different subject. Like somebody in the group who has a tough time sticking to a program, which I don't think any of us do. But we can say, hey, you know, there are days where I don't feel like doing Plyo Fix. I feel like doing something else. So I'll stroll.
I'm like that.
Yeah, maybe this could be your post. I would literally go through all the programs to be like, that looks kind of good. And it's only about 30 minutes. I got time for that. You know, you could talk about how on demand doesn't make it an option to quit. That's one of the best things about that website, is they have everything right there for you. I mean, I was looking at the Beast the other day, and I wish I would have looked at this even more when I competed. He has competition videos in there, how to pose. He has notes. He has stuff in there. And I'm like, gosh, why didn't I see this? I wasn't looking. I didn't know. I mean, there's a lot of valuable information in there. And I think if we build that prep week, you know, intro starting on the 4th, and we use that Monday through Friday to really build, and maybe the people that sign up for Shark Week that haven't purchased 3-Day Refresh, maybe by that time, like by Tuesday, they'll realize the value in the 3-Day Refresh. And if they don't do it then, they'll get it for later. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's
so we're going to be together. We're going to be together in a group for 14 days, right? Okay. And then anyone that I have that's not interested in doing Sean Week, then I'm going to have them in a separate group.
Yes.
Away from everybody else.
Yep.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
And you're just going to have to buckle down and schedule out your post and, you know, make sure that you're posting. And then you're just going to have to buckle down and schedule out your post and, you know, make sure that you're posting. And then you're just going to have to buckle down and schedule out your post and, you know, make sure that you're posting. And then you're just going to have to buckle down and schedule out your post and, I'm telling you that this group, remember how we were all talking about how our groups just have been like, this group that I had, when I set up the post, I set it with a different intention, and I did the whole month. And I mirrored what Raina does. She puts a lot of pictures and positive stuff in there. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'll have time. I'll go on there and add it. Reality shows I don't have time to even think about it. So it's easier to kind of sit there and browse, or even make a file of positive pictures or quotes that you like for your groups, for your clients, and add those each day to your groups. And then your group starts to run itself. You see what happens?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'll be doing this weekend, is setting up for the next typical paid group, and going from there. But I really want people to have the best of the best, and I want them to have the all access. And if they get the all access, then I'm also going to offer them Sean Week. So you might have 2 people, like I said, it's based off of what you feel about them. You might have not 2 people, but 1 person in 2 different groups. So, but what's going to be cool about this is if you do get that person, they're going to watch you be in different groups and watch you go. And they're going to get the best experience, because they're going to have the best coach ever. Okay. So, cause you're over here on your hustle, you're leading by example. So you can't beat that. All right. Any other questions? Who wants to step up and do the WooFoo document?
Not me.
George is like, no.
You know how I am with technology.
Guys, I'm telling you, I'm probably making this 100% harder than it is. You know how when you see something and you see it one way, you can't see around it, but then your friend comes along and goes, oh no, look, it's right there. And you're like, duh. I'm telling you, I think somebody's going to be able to figure it out.
Isn't Raina really good at that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
I know I suck.
I'm not.
Okay, Raina, it's on video. You have been delegated.
Exactly.
Hey, Raina.
Everybody vote for Raina. Raise your hand right now to do the WooFoo doc. Oh, Raina, sorry. That's what you get for not being on the call. Just kidding. No, and then when you do, Raina, when you do figure it out, I would love for you to teach us all how to do it, because that's a goal of mine, to be able to do that, but I can't figure it out. And I have a feeling that I'm making a mountain out of a molehill with it. So, yes. So with that being said, are there any other questions? Okay. All right. So what I wanted to talk about, the last about 18 minutes. I was on the call last night with Marissa, and I know Georgia and Diana were. Tiff, were you on?
I wasn't on. Marcelo had a game, so I was dealing with all the children there.
All the children's.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought Marissa did a fabulous job. Fabulous job. She was so funny. She was like, because when I had a client go on the sneak peek, and it was just myself and Marissa and my client. And before my client got on, she had said, that was so much fun. Oh, there's Marley girl. She's great. She looked good. What's up? What is that? Your nails? Okay, when I'm done. Okay, I told you I'd hang out after the call. So she's like, oh, that was so much fun. I wish I could be like that with our own team. She goes, I'm gonna have to really get myself in the mindset it's somebody else's team. And to me, I thought that was a really cool statement to make for a coach that's been in the game for a long time, because she's still allowing herself to change and to adapt and to get better. And I just wanted to bring that to light. But the one thing that I took away from that call last night was our why. And I'm going to be real with you. I feel like some of you don't even have your why yet, because I just want to help others feel healthy and fit. It's not a why. I need to know, are you trying to bring in extra income? Are you trying to pay off a certain bill? Are you trying to save money so you can purchase another car, get a good down payment? What is your why? So Diana, what is your why?
I still want other women to feel as good as I do and have more financial stability for myself.
Okay. That needs to be your focus. Everybody else feeling better about themselves and like you do, that's all going to come to play when you stay focused on your goal. Okay. You and I have had this conversation about preschool and stuff like that. That is something that if you focus and you're like, okay, right now we can't afford to put the girls in school any longer than they are, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But if you make that a priority, how much is that going to allow you to work from home and improve your business?
Well, I started the training, the Jesse Reagan training, and now I'm just waiting for them to upload the new modules to get started, because I feel like my warm market is done. Like I have like a few that come into my free groups, that I work with.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as I've hit 92 on my like page, and those warm market people, I need to start reaching the cold market people,
So upload a video and go ahead and run an ad on it. A workout video or a cooking video, or I don't know.
The thing is, I don't know how to do that. That's why I'm doing the training, because I don't know how to properly do that.
You haven't gotten that part yet?
No, because they stopped it at module 2, and so I haven't even been able to go to module 3 yet.
Okay.
They haven't uploaded it.
Go ahead and start making videos of stuff that don't
add value.
Videos. Yeah, well, the thing is you can't create something because you think people want it. You create something because you have a crowd for it. You have fans for it. For instance, I just got approval from the city. I will be running a strength training camp, and I haven't announced this yet on social media. But I will be running that strength training camp this summer, 2 sessions. And it's not like I'm going out on a limb and doing it. I have been approved. I have athletes' parents telling me, female athletes' parents telling me, if you would work with my daughter. So I know the people are there to serve. So I created it. So that's what I want you to think about, who your target market is. I know for me personally, when I see your videos of you working out with the girls, I am drawn to that. I like that because that brings me back to my days of when I turned 35. She weighed 35 pounds. I did 10 push-ups with 35 extra pounds. So think about that and make a list of 10 ideas. Okay? You're frozen, Diana.
So are you.
There you are. You were oh, forever.
You were frozen too.
Was my face funny? That's always funny when it does that. So Georgia, what is your why?
So my why is still, helping people, because where I came from, and I am so passionate about this whole journey of mine, and I want other people to feel the same way as I do. And also, I've told you ladies about our big house addition project that went haywire. Mm-hmm. So we're in debt with that, and I just want to be able to bring some money in to fix that. I mean, right now with the new addition, we have concrete floors back there. They're not even done. We're living on concrete floors, so I just want to bring extra money for that. And I just want to hear Daryl not ask, why can't we do this for our kids because so-and-so's doing this for their kids? And, and I'm like, it's frustrating.
That's a hard place to be in because he's keeping score. He's comparing himself.
Yes, I'm like,
somebody else. Don't compare. You guys have a great family. The way you guys run your rhythm, I love it. And maybe that's something that he'll pick up on you. I mean, you of all people, you have came so far when you come to the comparison value. I know you used to compare yourself big time, and you still have days where you do.
Oh, I do.
You catch yourself and you're
other coaches.
Yeah, that's so easy to do that, right? So easy. It's so easy to be fat and unhealthy too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like this morning on our little pep talk, if you guys can apply the discipline that you have applied to your health and fitness to every nook and cranny of your life, watch what happens. It's beautiful. It really is. Even when you don't want to kiss your husband on the cheek and tell him, I missed you, you better do it, because really deep down inside you do. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You do miss them. You
Right.
really do. Because then you ask yourself, well, what would I do if they died? I would cry my butt off. I probably would never remarry again because I don't want to ever give that. That's a lot of love I gave away. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't know what I would do. So remember that when you're at your wit's end. But when you feel like you can't do something, or you feel like you're having issues with reaching the goal. So for you, Georgia, it's your getting out of debt with the addition. Diana, get your girls into school so you got more time to work your business. Okay? You have to focus up. Put your blinders on. And yes, ladies, you have to kind of ignore everybody, including the negative antics that come from our husbands. Like, only listen to the constructive stuff. Let the other crap go. Okay? Tiffany, what is your why?
So for me, it's still, helping other people, because to not feel good doesn't feel good at all. I hated it. I hated how I looked. I hated how I felt. And then to bring extra income in. Because, really, we're like so far into debt, it's ridiculous. So it's just trying to get out of debt.
So what's the first bill that you would attack?
The bills?
Like the first bill, not bills. I want you to take one down at a time.
So we would probably take down one of my credit card bills.
Okay. So what you have to do, you have to get your homework done. Where are you at? How much do you owe? If you put this much forward monthly, where would that put you in 6 months? Could you afford to throw $5 more onto that to pay it down a little bit faster, kind of thing? So it does take time. You have to sit down and look at it. Which reminds me, I got to call the dentist and make a payment. So, but like, it's all fine and dandy and rainbows and butterflies that we want to help people feel better again. But in order to start building your businesses, you have to go directly towards that goal. It's not like you guys are sitting here going, oh, I want to have money so I can buy a new car. It's not that you're doing that. And if you did, then you would definitely talk to Stephanie Kaufman, because she was driven with a new boat. But her reasoning behind that is her family spends so much time at the lake. She knew that this would allow her and her family to spend more time together. So like, Georgia, the addition. What is that addition? What kind of value is that going to add to your home? That's what you have to think about. Mm-hmm. Diana, what kind of value would you get if you were able to put the girls in school so you had more time? Tiffany, what kind of value would you add to your life if you were able to start chipping away at those bills, one bill at a time? That's where you have to go. The whole helping people and wanting them to feel good, that's all going to come into play. That cycle is as beautiful as the day that you finally figured out as a challenger that when you allowed yourself to work out 30 minutes a day, you started to feel better about yourself. Others started to feel better about you. You started to feel better about life. Your kids made random comments like, I'm proud of you, Mom, out of the blue. Georgia, I just had a client text me today and tell me that her 14-year-old daughter texted her yesterday and told her that she was proud of her.
Aw, it's the best feeling.
It is. Mm-hmm. So those things are going to keep us moving towards our goals. Okay. For me right now, I shared with you what's in our savings account because 3 years ago we had 32 G's in there. Not living here. It's dwindled. So my goal is to start putting money back in. And like I said, I made a payment today or yesterday. So trying to get it back up. You know what I mean? But one thing I've learned is you can't live in fear of money and not having it. You just have to keep moving forward and keep doing what you're doing diligently and intentional, and it'll all work out. Don't do it because you want the paycheck. Everybody wants a freaking paycheck. Do it because what you're doing separates you from everyone else, because you're doing it genuinely from your heart. That's the difference. If you wanted to live paycheck to paycheck, you would go get an 8 to 5, 40 hours a week and call it a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want to. Okay? Diana, you look like you're going to pass out. You're like going like this.
No, I'm just itchy and I don't know.
I'm itchy.
Itchy.
Never mind. Oh my gosh, you can crack me
My
up.
legs are itching.
That's funny. Shave them. I'm just kidding.
I don't want to shave. I don't even have time to shave. I have to get in and out of my shower because we still have that plumbing problem.
What?
Oh, man.
There's a goal right there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what you need to focus
it's a
on.
work in progress.
You need to get the total amount on that job and start chipping away at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a work in progress. I had some guy yesterday come, but it's like, it's a mystery. Nobody can figure out why it's leaking. It's a mystery.
Who built the house? Can you figure that out?
No.
The city should have access to all those blueprints.
The thing is the owners before us did their own upgrades and whatnot, and I don't know what stuff was upgraded.
Then I would
Because
go.
it's a 30-year. So we just have to have an experienced plumber to be able to actually look at it and figure it out.
Girl, then you better post live about that until you're blue in the face. Until you get somebody.